Today we are going to start a new chapter. Till now whatever we have done C++ and Visual Basic. In your book it is not there due to the change of the edition. But Access 2010 it is there in the book. So we are going to start today. The first we'll see the objectives. What are the objectives? We'll learn the important terms related to database, function of DBMS, function of database object. Before going to any other details, we should understand what is a database. A database is an integrated collection of logically related records in forms of tables. It offers an organized mechanism for storing, managing and retrieving information. So what is a database? Database is an integrated collection of logically related records. Logically, why the logically word has been used over here? Suppose I prepared a table. In that particular table, one field is roll number, another field is name of the students, another field is price. Price can be related with the name of the students and the roll number. No. If it is a product, if product ID, product name, price is there, then it will be logical relation between all the fields. So here what should be? Roll number, name, address, marks, these are the logically related fields. So it should be logical, means there should be a connection between them. And what it is offers an organized mechanism for storing, managing and retrieving information. You can store the data, you can manage the data, you can retrieve the data from afterwards. Now, we understand the concept of the database. What is DBMS and what is the difference between the DBMS and the database? A DBMS is nothing, it is a set of computer programs that controls the creation, maintenance and use of computerized database. Database is the concept and the software programming which are practically implemented these things, that is called the database management system. So what happens? Database is the concept. Through the database you can do this, you can do this, and practically the softwares that is implemented that one, that is called the DBMS, such as Access, SQL Server, Oracle. These are the lot of DBMS are there. Now what are the database objects? In the database what is there? Because database is a collection of objects. Table is there, query is there, form is there and report is there. And one thing I should make it clear to you, in the market lot of databases are there prepared by different companies. More or less they have the same qualities, but sometimes some exceptions are there. Suppose here in the database objects you are seeing the forms, but in the database of SQL Server, in database of Oracle, you are not going to get this one. Fine. But other things, these things will be there obviously. What is the database objects? The most important objects is table. Why the table is the most important object? Because in the database, we are going to store the data in forms of rows and columns or the tables. So what will going to be happen? The main object of the database is to store the data for the future use. Where you are going to store the data? You are going to store the data in the table in form of rows and columns. Now in the table, rows are there, columns are there. Rows and the columns. So we can tell this one as a field and record. Rows are called the field record and columns are called the fields. So what will happen? Rows are called the records and columns are called the fields. In the rows there are different types of data types, but in the field same type of data type will be there. So what we are going to do, we are going to store the data in a table. Table, what is a table? Where we are going to store the data in the rows and columns format. What is a query? Query is a question. What type of question? Suppose in a database, what we are going to do, we are going to store the data in the database. We have stored lot of data. Suppose thousands of data is stored over there. And it is of the students. Thousands data of the students are stored over there. Now I want to see the data of roll number 101. Two processes are there. One, I open the database, means open the table, search manually and then find out. Another process is there. I use the query, and query will bring the data which I want to see. So what is the query? Query is the question. What type of question? Query is the question to the database. And depending upon your question, the answers will be given to you. Now we'll come to the actual definition of the query. This what I am saying, that is out of the computer terms. It is a question to the database and database will give back you the reply. Actually, the query is a process through which we are retrieving the data from the database depending upon the condition given by the user. So what is the query? Query is a process through which we are retrieving the data from the database depending upon the criteria given by the user. Criteria why required? Because if I don't tell the which roll number I want or which roll number I want to see, then it is very difficult for the query to bring the data for me. And forms, what is the forms? Forms are the user interface. Data are stored in the forms of tables. In the form of tables. For the security reasons, users are not given the permission to the table. So what they are doing? They are entering the data through the forms. Report, when you are creating the printed form of the query and the table, that is called the report. Now we'll come to the function of the DBMS. Here the question will be there. Data can be stored in different software. Data can be stored in Word for the future use. Data can be stored in Excel. Data can be stored in Access in the database. Access is the example of the database. So why we use the database? Why we are not going to store the data into the Word? Why we are not going to store the data in the Excel? Because these are the function or the characteristics or the uniqueness of the database. What is? Reduce data redundancy. Data redundancy means duplication of the data. Now for example, suppose I have entered the details of a particular book. Once again I have entered that one by mistake. Then what will happen? Duplication of the data is there. Suppose I have entered the details of the roll number 5. By mistake, once again I have entered that one. So what will happen? This is called the duplication of the data. So what will happen in the database? There are some process through which you can eliminate the data duplication. Now the next one, sharing of data. Different user can access and use the same database. So what will going to be happen? Once I created, suppose I have created one database of the students that can be accessed by the school office, that can be accessed by the principal's chamber, that can be accessed by the teacher. So what will going to happen? Once I create the database, it will going to be shared among the different users. So this is the facility. Now data inconsistency. Data inconsistency means different information about same person. Suppose you have give an application for changing your address to the office. So what is going to happen? You have given an application to the office for changing your address in the school. So office has changed, but the related table or the related table which is there with the class teacher, it has not been updated. So what will happen? The class teacher will continue with the old records. So this is called the data inconsistency. You are the same person. Suppose you are the roll number 5. In office your address is 1. In the class teacher your address is another one. But here what happens? In the DBMS, the change in any one file is automatically updated all the related files. So what will going to be happen? It will automatically related files are going to be updated. Means if the database table which is there in the office has been changed, updated automatically, the related file which is there with the class teacher, it is going to be automatically updated over there. Now next one is enforced standards. Enforced standards means in DBMS certain standards can be applied in data representation. Here the standards may be related to naming a data, structure of data and format of data. Now ensure data security. This is a very important one. The access to any records can be made protected in the DBMS. Means if anyone wants, I will access the data, it will not going to be there. It can be protected. And the last one, maintain integrity. A DBMS maintain integrity by keeping some constraints or the checks. Suppose you have a database of your employees. You have a company, you have maintained a database of your employees. Now, in your company, the minimum salary is 10,000. Means all the employees are getting 10,000, not less than that. Now somebody is entering the data. By mistake, if he entered 5,000, what will going to be happen? The data integrity is not going to be accept that one. Thank you very much.